What's up, guys? Drake Elliott Fitness here, www.drakeelliottfitness.com. And today, I'm going to do this special video for my cousin Jamie Aston and anybody else who wants the full 101 on what macronutrients is and macros for short, and what they do and how it makes up a calorie. I'm titling this Macronutrients 101, just like my How to Build Muscle 101. So, guys, to start it all off, there are 3 macronutrients: protein, carbohydrate, or fat. Also alcohol, but we ain't gonna get into that. These are the 3 macronutrients. So, a protein is worth 1 gram of protein is worth 4 calories. I put the primary thing what the protein does, build cells, build the muscle, rebuilds the muscle, guys. Keep that in mind. I got carbohydrate, 4 calories per 1 gram. And this is our body's primary energy source. So, and then the last one I got fat. That's worth 9 calories, which is more than double of those 2. And it's a protective layer for our bodies, both inside and out. So viscerally and outside. So, and it regulates hormones, So, I want to get into, basically what they do and how to incorporate it and how much you need of them, So, protein intake, I don't think you need 1 gram per pound of body weight. Now, what you can do is you can have 1 gram per pound of lean body weight, which that means what your lean body mass is, guys, is your bones, your muscles, and skin, without all of the fat and water, So that's what it is. And that's going to be lower than obviously your body weight, without all the water in your body and all of the fat. Or, you don't need an extremely large amount of protein, guys. Some people suggest 0.8 grams of protein per body weight, but just make sure you get a decent amount, and it's primary. That's why it's called protein. So make sure you build that muscle. You may want to raise your protein when you are trying to build muscle, hardcore. But yeah, that's what protein mainly does. So, moving on to the carbohydrate. Carbohydrates are great for it's your body's primary energy source. It's what your body uses, day to day for activities, Something important for me to say about carbohydrates is when you want to think about how much you should get, how many grams each day, you may want to think about portions of your day that call for more energy expenditure. If you're going to the gym, you may want to carb up, so you can have a lot of energy during the gym for the workout. In the morning, you may want to carb up, use more of your carbohydrates for you to start your day off right. That's why they say breakfast is the most important meal of the day. I don't really know about all of that, but I know it's good. It's a good idea to get some good carbs in your day from the start, so you can supply yourself with energy from the start. You won't have those mental lapses, Start off strong. And then the fat, fat can be used for energy too. Fat is used for energy when your carbs are depleted. So that's kind of how, the low carb diet gets its thing. They say, since it's low carb, our body is going to only go to fat. Keep in mind, when you're in a caloric deficit, all of these, all the calories come from everywhere. Your muscles, your fat, everywhere. The water in your body, the glycogen stores, it all depletes. But obviously you want to stay leaner, so you want to make sure the protein is high during a caloric deficit. So when you're trying to lose weight, aka caloric deficit. So yeah, and fat, what it's going to do is for your diet, it's going to satiate you more. When you have fats, are what gives you that fuller feeling more, just like fiber does, I mean, a high fat diet is not totally bad, considering that you having all of the good fats, you know, not trans fat, horrible fats made in you know, warehouses and things, but you want to have good fats from like nuts, peanut butters. Make sure the peanut butter is not too sugary, don't have a lot of sugar. You know, good fats, coconut oil, things like that. And cook with better oils and things like that. Make sure it's a healthy fat, you know. And fat is going to saturate you more. Like I say, it's your protective layer for all of your insides of your body and your outside. So you want to make sure you have that. And like I say, it can be used for energy as well. So let's go over these one more time. Proteins. Builds the muscle. 4 calories. Okay. Oh, I see where I left something off right here. Let's go over that. Protein. Amino acids. You may see amino acid supplements. BCAAs. Branch chain amino acids. That's what that stands for, guys. Basically, it's a specific amount of amino acids that makes up protein. You know? It's essential amino acids that make up a protein. So, say, now this is a great example of this, guys. What makes up a complete protein? Rice has a specific amount of amino acids, and beans do too. But guess what? Rice and beans by themselves don't have complete amino acids in them. Rice, a cup of rice doesn't have all of the amino acids that it makes up for, you know, that's in protein. And that's why a lot of times in these cultures, whether we do it for taste or not, or instinctively, beans and rice they went together, they make up all of the essential amino acids that the other one can't do by itself. You know, I learned that actually in a nutritional class in high school. But yeah, I see what they're talking about now. It doesn't make up the whole building blocks of a protein, you know. So, yeah. So remember on how many you should do. 40, 40, 20 is a good split, you know. Some people, it's all kinds of ratios of macronutrients. It depends on what works best for you. Everybody's body is different. But generally, when cutting, you want to make sure your protein is pretty high. You may want to go over lean body mass for that, because you want to be burning more calories from the carbs and fats than you do from your muscles. So make sure your protein is higher, 0.8, you know. So your carbs, you can manipulate your carbs for high energy days, you know. And days that you don't train as much, you may want to lower them down, you know. It's all about timing with carbs and when you want your energy, you know. And then fats, manipulate them based on your hunger and other things, you know. If you find yourself being hungry more, obviously pick up a few nuts or something. They are higher calorie. And why fats get a bad rep is because they're 9 calories. Obviously, if I have, you know, you can have a lot more protein and carbs than fats because they're higher calories. That's why, you want to have a low fat diet. Well, yes and no. You know, you don't want your calories to exceed your deficit if you're trying to lose weight, or, you know, just get too many. So, I mean, guys, I think this is it. Let's see if there's anything else I want to say about macronutrients. Make sure you get your micronutrients in too. Vitamins are a good thing. Make sure you get all your vitamins in. Make sure it's a strong vitamin. Let's see. I'm thinking, guys. So I'm pretty sure this is it. This is just macronutrients 101. Protein, carbs, and fats. Protein builds the muscle. Carb, energy source. Fat, energy source. And storage, you know. Storage is itself until it needs to be burned for energy. And this is it, guys. All of these calories makes up your total energy. All of this means energy. See, this is energy. So, yeah. I think that's it. As always, Drake Elliott Fitness. www.drakeelliottfitness.com. If you need me to explain this more, if you need me to make a part 2, I will. But I think this is it on macronutrients. If it fits your macros, that's what they say. You know, if it fits your macros, literally, how many protein, carbs, and fats I can have this meal if it fits into these macros, you know. If chicken breast, if I'm going to have 25 grams of chicken breast, and that comes with like 3 grams of fat, it would be like 25 right here, 3 grams of fat right here. So, you know what I mean. So this is it. Drake Ella Fitness, signing out. Thank you.